This word we will need to correct here. It should not be bias, it should be basis. India is basically a federal form of democratic government with a unitary basis. In the unitary form of government, although powers are divided between center and state government, but center is more powerful than the state government. Our Indian constitution is known as federal in form but unitary in spirit. It means in ordinary times it is union of the states, that means federal, but at times of some internal or external emergency, the center becomes more powerful. Is this clear to everybody? I'm sure it is very simple. In the unitary form of government, unitary government में powers divided होती हैं सेंटर और स्टेट में. उनको पता होता है अपने अपने रोल्स क्या हैं, बट सेंटर इज मोर पावरफुल. सेंटर ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग होता है. इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के केस में आवर इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज नोन एज फेडरल इन फॉर्म बट यूनिटरी इन स्पिरिट. इट मीन्स ऑर्डिनरी टाइम्स में तो सारे स्टेट्स अपना अपना काम करते रहेंगे, लेकिन जहाँ सेंटर को ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, कोई इमरजेंसी आएगी, तो सेंटर अपना पावर शो करेगा. जो सेंटर कहेगा वो सबको करना पड़ेगा, स्टेट्स को भी करना पड़ेगा. फीचर्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. ओके. In the modern times, democracy is considered to be the best form of government. Some of the basic conditions required for successful democracy are as follows: enlightened citizens, matured leadership, disciplined citizens and political parties, social and economic equality, and tolerance. Enlightened citizens. As the basic features of democratic country is public will or opinion, thus to make democracy a successful form of government, enlightened citizens are the prerequisite. Only enlightened and politically matured people can run the administration efficiently. मतलब कि लोग समझदार और एनलाइटेंड मतलब अवेयर कॉन्शियस लोग होने चाहिए, तभी वो मिलके एक अच्छी सरकार बना पाएंगे. तभी तो वो अपने अच्छे डिसीजंस लेंगे, सही लोगों को चुनेंगे, और जो चुने हुए लोग आएंगे वो भी अगर एनलाइटेंड होंगे तभी वो भी सही फैसले लेंगे. नेक्स्ट है मच्योर्ड लीडरशिप. Along with the enlightened citizens, efficient leadership is also important. ठीक है, अगर citizens enlightened हैं तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ हमको matured leadership भी चाहिए. Mature and honest leaders are very important to run the democratic administration efficiently. Disciplined citizens and political parties. Disciplined citizens can act as good watchdog for the government to bring it up to the mark, because they can positively criticize and make government work efficiently. Similarly, disciplined political parties are known as the soul of the democracy. Disciplined political parties can bring forth good and honest persons to the forefront to make laws of the country. मतलब अगर डिसिप्लिन्ड लोग होंगे, डिसिप्लिन्ड सिटीजन्स होंगे, तो वो देख सकते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट को क्या करना चाहिए और गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है, और जहाँ जहाँ गवर्नमेंट कुछ गलत करे वो गवर्नमेंट को पॉजिटिवली क्रिटिसाइज कर सकते हैं और गवर्नमेंट को एफिशिएंटली काम करने पे मजबूर कर सकते हैं. सिमिलरली, डिसिप्लिन्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज आर नोन एज द सोल ऑफ द डेमोक्रेसी. डिसिप्लिन्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज अच्छे लोगों को और ऑनेस्ट लोगों को आगे लेके आती हैं ताकि वो कंट्री के लॉज बनाएं. सोशल एंड इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी. Social and economic equality is also essential for the success of political democracy. There is no discrimination in social as well as economic field on the basis of caste, creed or language. Similarly, economic sources should be equally shared by the people. Tolerance. Party in the power should be open-minded and tolerant for healthy opposition of the government and to accommodate minority opinion. मतलब टॉलरेंस का मतलब होता है सहनशीलता. जो पार्टी पावर में है वो ओपन माइंडेड, खुले दिमाग वाली और टॉलरेंट होनी चाहिए टुवर्ड्स हेल्दी ऑपोजिशन. मतलब अगर ऑपोजिशन पार्टी में कोई अच्छे से उनको हेल्दी तरीके से उनको क्रिटिसाइज कर रहा है तो वो ओपन माइंडेडली अपनी क्रिटिसिज्म को एक्सेप्ट कर सकें और माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी की भी जो ओपिनियन है उसको एक्सेप्ट करके अकॉर्डिंगली उस पर एक्ट कर सकें. सो दीज आर द बेसिक कंडीशंस रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द सक्सेस ऑफ democratic country. Why democratic government is popular? In the modern times, human rights are a very significant part of the society. According to these rights, everybody is free and equal to get opportunities to develop one's personality. Democracy is based on the principle of rule of law, freedom, equality, and brotherhood. Thus, nowadays, democracy is the most prevalent form of government in the world and it is expanding to most of countries. The laws made by the people for their own welfare. Factors which make democracy a popular form of government are following. Formal equality. In the democratic government, everybody is equal before the law of the land. Thus, this type of government is preferred than other dictatorial forms of government. I don't think I can explain much in this one. It's very simple. एक democratic government में everybody is equal before the law of the land. Therefore, ऐसी government is preferred बजाय किसी और तरह की सरकार के. ये सरकार प्रेफर्ड है क्योंकि यहाँ सबकी इक्वल इज्जत है, सबको इक्वालिटी मिलती है, इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, इक्वल राइट्स मिलते हैं. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है फ्रीडम. इन डेमोक्रेसी पीपल आर फ्री फ्रॉम एनी टाइप ऑफ प्रेशर. दे आर फ्री टू अडॉप्ट एनी प्रोफेशन, settle down anywhere in the country according to their own will. Very simple. Point 3. Decision-making system. In democracy, decisions to run administration are also taken by representatives of the people. Parliament and state legislatures make laws in accordance with the people's will or public opinion. In the government, if the government does not work according to the public opinion, it can be changed in the next elections. Active participation of the people. In democracy, people participate actively in the government working. They elect and can be elected according to their opinion. They can cast their vote according to their own will without any interference and exposure. Thus, every individual is equally important for society, unlike the other forms of government. No discrimination. Everybody's point of view is honored. Ruling party always respects the views of opposition party. It pays proper attention to their suggestions and tries to make the required changes in government policies. There is no discrimination. Basically, everybody's point of view is honored. If you read this again, you will understand what it is saying. It cannot be made simpler. That everybody's point of view is honored. सबके point of view की, सबकी opinion की इज्जत की जाती है. Ruling party always respects the views of the opposition party. Ruling party जो है वो opposition party के views की इज्जत करती है, उनकी बात सुनती है, उस पर ध्यान देती है, और अगर ज़रूरत हो कोई changes की या कोई भी चीज़ implement करने की तो वो करती है. Point number 6, enhances prestige of the citizens by giving equal opportunities to all to get employment, by making reservations for minorities. It helps to enhance the prestige of all human beings in equal way. In this type of government, special attention is being paid to the downtrodden and backward communities. सबको इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल गई, एम्प्लॉयमेंट भी ले सकते हैं, रिजर्वेशन भी मिल गई माइनॉरिटीज़ को, ताकि उनकी जो डाउन ट्रॉडन और बैकवर्ड वाले जो हैं, जो माइनॉरिटीज़ हैं, उनकी जो सिचुएशन है उसको अपलिफ्ट किया जा सके. टू एनहांस द प्रेस्टीज ऑफ ऑल ह्यूमन बींग्स इन इक्वल वे, इन दिस टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट स्पेशल अटेंशन इज बीइंग पेड टू द डाउन ट्रॉडन एंड बैकवर्ड कम्युनिटीज़. Okay, we have things to remember. Democracy is people's own government. According to Abraham Lincoln, democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Point number 2, democracy originated in Greek city of Athens. Point number 3, in a democratic country, there are two types of heads, nominal and real. In our country, president is the nominal head of the state at the center, whereas governor is the nominal head of the state government. Prime Minister and Chief Minister are the real heads of the government at the center and the state level respectively. The provision of the universal franchise is must, and it is based on the right of equality. President